Paul Jobs was born in San Francisco on February 24 in 1955. His parents were two university students, Joan Carol Schley and Steven, who were both unmarried at the time. When Steve was born, they had no more option to put the baby in adoption because his girlfriend's family objected to their relationship. The baby was adopted at birth by Paul Reynolds Jobs and Clara Jobs. Schley wanted Jobs to be adopted only by a college-graduated couple. Schley learned that Clara Jobs didn't graduate from college and Paul Jobs only attended high school, but signed final adoption papers after they promised her that the child would definitely be encouraged and supported to attend college. Jobs was an American entrepreneur, best known as a co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Apple Inc. Through Apple, he was widely recognized as a charismatic pioneer of the personal computer revolution, and for his influential career in the computer and consumer electronic field. Jobs also co-founded and served as chief executive of Pixar Animation Studios. He became a member of the board of directors of the Walt Disney Company in 2006, when Disney acquired Pixar.
After a power struggle with the board of directors in 1985, Jobs left Apple and founded Next, a computer platform development company specializing in the higher education and business markets. In 1986, he acquired the computer graphics division of Lucasfilm, which was spun off as Pixar. He served as a CEO and majority shareholder until Disney's purchase of Pixar in 2006. In 1996, after Apple had failed to deliver its operating system, they turned to Next Computer, and the Next Step platform became the foundation for the Mac OS X. Jobs returned to Apple as an advisor and took control of the company as an interim CEO. Jobs brought Apple from a near bankruptcy to profitability by 1988. As the new CEO of the company, Jobs oversaw the development of the iMac, iTunes, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. On the services side, the company's Apple Retail Stores, iTunes Store, and App Store. The success of these products and services provided several years of stable financial resources and propelled Apple to become the world's most valuable publicly traded company in 2011.
In 2003, Jobs was diagnosed with a pancreas neuroendocrine tumor. Thought it was initially treated. He reported a hormone imbalance, underwent a liver transplant in 2009, and appeared progressively thinner as his health declined. On medical leave for most of 2011, Jobs resigned in August that year and was elected chairman of the board. He died of respiratory arrest related to his metastatic tumor on October 5, 2011. Jobs received a number of honors and public recognitions for his influence in the technology and music industries. He has been referred to as legendary, a futurist, or simply a visionary, and has been described as the father of the digital revolution, a master of innovation, and a design perfectionist.
I was so stunned because I have very dramatic memories of where I was when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan, when I heard that JFK had been shot, and I'll never get this memory out of my head, just where I was, just getting a phone call from a reporter, and they just said, "Have you heard the news?" And I instantly knew what that meant, and that was just a total shock. Like, what do you say? It's like the world lost a John Lennon. I mean, Steve was clearly the most outstanding business thinker, and almost everybody who's high up in the technology business recognized that somehow he had the ability to think out new ways of doing things, not just ways to improve what we have, do a better version of something, but do it in a totally different way that the world would swing towards. And then I think back to just all the times we had together, very, very good times that you have when you're young, you know, and playing around with the systems and little misbehavior and doing interesting things. And then he was always thinking about certain technology, the early products that got developed, the building parts. what those might lead to in our future. And he was always pushing me as an engineer. Could you possibly add this someday? Could you possibly add that someday? Yes, I could, thinking, no, it's way, way off. But eventually we all did. We went into the garage when we were two young people with no money. You have to work out of your home. We had jobs on the side. We had nobody that could loan us money. We had no business experience. We're like a million young people who are so excited about the future they might have someday in business, making something just out of their ideas. That's what we were. And over and over and over, all the products of Apple, from iPhones and iPads, iPods, these were just unbelievable life changers. And almost everyone who heads a technology company looks at Steve Jobs as, where did he get the ideas to do it the right way? We were just the lucky partnership. He was lucky to have me in the beginning, but I am much, incredibly lucky to him for everything in my life. He gets a reputation for being a strong leader and being brash, but to me, he was just always so kind, such a good friend, and I'm just going to miss him.
The Industrial Revolution, no more decks, no more mainframes, that changes everything.
It's pretty cool, I guess. Hi, Charlene.
Cool.
Hello.
It's profound. How could you not tell me about this before?
No, I was just working on it for my own. It was a hobby.
Exactly. For your own. For you. It's what you wanted. It's what your gut, your instinct wanted. Your big evolved brain wanted something and it didn't exist, and so you just willed it into existence. What do you call the system?
The operating system.
The operating system. And
That's
it
what
just
I call
shows
it. Yeah, it's just a real-time display of current operations.
you can see what you're working on while you're working on it.
Okay.
Don't you
Steve,
get
look.
this? This is freedom. This is freedom to create and to do and to build and as artists, as individuals.
But look, you're overreacting. Even if you were developing this for freaks like us, and I doubt you are, nobody wants to buy a computer. Nobody.
How does somebody know what they want if they've never even seen it?
No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life.